Good afternoon. Let's see if this is working. Oh, yes, it's working. And I am Willito. Ya te voy a llamar, estuve ocupado. Sos el único que está acá, mi fiel compañero. A ver, a ver. ¿Qué pasó acá? All right. Today I'm going to talk about why we remain in toxic relationships. And a gentleman that is listening gave me a great lesson one day. Hola Maite, ¿eres de España? And I am chewing gum not because I have bad manners. I ate too much a couple of hours ago, and chewing gum makes me digest. All right, my friends, I am answering a question from somebody, and this has deep connotations. I will wait a few more seconds for more people to gather. Hola, Lulu. Nice to see you here. Oh my gosh, Maite, eres de España. Nice to have you here. ¿Entiendes inglés? All right, enough with my chewing gum. Why we remain in toxic relationships when we know it's toxic for us? First of all, we all, or most of us, hola Lulu, most of us has been done that. We remain in a toxic business relationship. Ok, Maite, voy a hablar de esto el jueves, así que vuelve. El jueves a la misma hora por el mismo canal. We all of us, somehow, in one way or another, have remained in toxic relationships. And they are at business, family, romantic ones. And today I'm going to explore more the romantic ones. Because some people have done that and they don't understand why I stay in this romantic relationship when it hurts so much for years. And also the question was, why if I left the relationship when we are not together, they still feel that there's something bonding them. This is another subject. But the reason we stayed in toxic relationships is more or less like this, and I'm going to start with the end. We are souls who came to this planet Earth to learn something. When we are in the spirit world, before coming to this earth, we make a plan, we make arrangements. Some people call it soul contract. I don't know why. I don't like to call it like that. We say, okay, we are going to get together because I owe you something. You have to learn something. We have to learn something. I'm going to make you miserable for a while until you learn it, in general. Or we came here to help people. Let's say somebody that I know, I believe, came here to this planet to help her family with deep, deep healing. However, on the way to start doing what we came here to do, we get distracted. And we get distracted with money, with pleasure, with a relationship, with sex, with drugs, with alcohol. And when we don't do what we came to do in this world, there is a lot of suffering, there is a lot of pain. I learned that from a healer I was interviewing, and I really didn't understand what she meant. When we do things in this world that doesn't make us happy, we are acting against the plans of our soul. I made some notes I don't want to forget. And above all, we need to forgive ourselves. This is the goal of this conversation. When we are doing something and we feel emotional pain, we feel depression, stress, we are not comfortable with what we are doing, that we are or when we feel we are resisting life, we do things that we know they are not for our highest good. It is because we are doing those things against our soul's plan. I know that most of us, or many of you, won't understand that. Believe me, it takes a lot of knowledge, going deep to meditation or suffering to understand that. So what happened? Let's say that our soul came to help this family to have a better life. And in the process, we get into a romantic relationship. And we do it not for love, not for connection with the heart. We have, all human beings, we have a quadruple nature. We have the physical body, we have the mental body, the emotional and spiritual body. And in a relationship, we need to have these four things in sync. Because if we are connected just for the physical part, just for sex, we don't have mental affinity. Let's say somebody wants to go to a classical music concert and the other wants just metal rock or, I don't know, pachanga, just salsa. Well, we can tolerate that, but if one doesn't tolerate the other, there is not a communication at the mental level, for example. When we are not connected with the heart, there is no connection at all. A woman told me yesterday, I used to come back home and my husband had alcohol problems, so he wasn't there, he wasn't present. There was a reason. So, when we are in a romantic relationship, just for sex, because sex is great, maybe over the years, this will start fading for one of the two. Or one of them is extremely jealous and controlling. Usually it's the man, sometimes it's the woman. So usually women suffer and stay there day after day, month after month, year after year. And after 5, 6, 7, 10 years of a toxic relationship, when you have been taking what your partner is doing, which is making you suffer, for you women, you will develop these health issues that I was talking about for the last 2 months. The gallbladder, then excessive blood during menstruation, the endometriosis, and then the doctors take your gallbladder, then the uterus, then the ovaries, and you're a mess because you're not producing the hormones that you need. but you are still in the relationship. Why? There are several reasons. Oh, I have them all here. This is an energy cord, it's just a representation. And can you see there is an anchor in both persons? What does it mean, the anchor? Is that we are holding onto something. The energy cord doesn't have to be like that, but it's real. Oh, I moved my video. People who can see the energy can see those cords. I will tell you a very quick example. My Reiki teacher, who has the ability to see the energy, one day we were in a training and he says, a client calls me and he says, I am on vacation and I am feeling sad all day long because I left my dog, my best friend, with another friend, and the dog is crying all day long. And he saw the energy cord between the owner and the dog, but they were just missing each other. It wasn't really toxic, it wasn't really bad. And he did the healing. The client calls, I am happy, my dog is happy. But with human beings, it's a little more complicated. So when we are in a romantic relationship, I will show some pictures, for example, this one. Here says, we all have energetic cords. Some are useful and some needs to be clear. If we have a beautiful friendship between a man and a woman, well, we have maybe nice connection from heart to heart, from throat to throat, when we can communicate. Hola, Betty. When we communicate freely without hiding anything, and we enjoy this relationship. I will show you something a little more strong, but it's true. What is? Here we go. When we have a romantic relationship, well, there is a lot of connection because we have intimacy not only at the physical level. Look at all the chakras here. They are connected and we are interacting not just physically, we are interacting at the physical way, at the sexual level, where the energy is very strong, extremely strong. After survival, which is in the first chakra, comes the pleasure of sexual energy, which is in the second chakra. So when we have an intimate physical relationship, a sexual energy, romantic relationship, there is a lot of connections. And what happened when there is another picture somewhere here? Let me see if I find it. No, I cannot find it. And what happened when we are disappointed? Oh, I found it here. What happened when we are disappointed? Oh, that's what I wanted. What happened when we realize that our partner is cheating on us, is stealing money, is okay, I will let it go, is hiding things from us? We are hurt. And we still stay in the relationship. Why? Well, in some cases, remember that we are all different. Everything that I am saying is not set in stone. There may be as many solutions as human beings, but one of the most common things that I see, every chaotic, toxic relationship started somehow with great sex. And maybe we stay for sex. Maybe we stay for money. Maybe we stay for a position. Or like this friend told me, we stay because we are used to. And we believe we won't ever find another great romantic relationship, great sex, or great adventures. on things like that. And we don't stay because we are 100% happy. We are unhappy in the relationship and we stay just because we are used to that. Now, we come to this world to work on ourselves. We may help other people, but in general, we come for ourselves. I am doing these videos free for people to learn, to discuss things. However, I have to do the things that I came to do in this world and to work in my own things. I remember, she's 7 already. So everything that we do, it is supposed to be to help our human evolution. We should never do things to please others when it's hurting us. From having sex if we don't want, because we don't want to say no, to eat something that we don't want, to go to an amusement, a concert, a party when we don't feel that it is for our highest good. I'd rather go hiking than go to a party with music and amuse. I'm not interested in that. So, in summary, when we do things that are hurting ourselves, we are not following the plan of our soul. When we are in a relationship, we stay in a relationship because we are used to that, because we think we won't ever have another amazing something of the relationship, or we stay for money or for a position or for the kids many times. I'm not saying that any of those things are not valid. If you're a woman, you're not working, and you know that you leave your relationship, you have nothing, and you are going to be in charge of the kids, you will think about that 3,000 times. Maybe it's time to start working to see how can you get out of the relationship, because it's not worth it to suffer to the end of your life. Okay. I will expand the picture so you can read it. The picture says, example of cording or energy cords. When we have an energy cord from the 7th chakra to the other, but we have an obsession. An obsession is when the man is saying, I owe you, or the woman. The woman, for example, she's the wealthy one, and this man, the woman is with him just because of the amusement, the enjoyment of life. I owe you. When we have an obsession in the spiritual eye, is pay attention to me. I want you to give me your whole attention. That's another obsession. Here, say you love me. Women, and we also men, we like to hear once in a while from someone, even for our kids, I love you. When we have, this is a problem, when we have this energy cord, toxic energy cord, those are all toxic energy cords, to the solar plexus, it's like it's saying, tell me what to do. I am giving my power away. Just tell me what to do. I will do it whether I like it or not, whether I feel happy or not, whether it makes me feel miserable or not. So we are giving our power away. And this is the most important thing that I forgot, my friends. The next one, the second, have sex with me. Sometimes when there is this obsession with other sexual obsession, people could feel it. They have these feelings about sex that they are not from them, or it's from someone else that is obsessed with you. And the bottom one, the first chakra, take care of me. This is an energy cord in the first chakra. Now, I need to show you why all these things happen. This is why, oh gosh, why I don't have the picture. Oh yes, it's here. Nope. Here we go. Why all those things happen? The reason is because we have energy blockages. Only and only when we remove all the energy blockages that we have, we will be able to be in contact with our soul and do what we were supposed to do in this life. If we are in a toxic relationship and we stay there when we know that is hurting us, hurting our family, our kids, it's because we have so many energy blockages or deep energy blockages accumulated over the years of the toxic relationships that we cannot make a decision on our own. So we must remove these energy blockages. And this work, hello Brenda, this work of energy healing and Reiki is an excellent one to give you a jump start so you can make the right decisions in life. You have the courage to tell this man, you know what? This is making me sick. I am giving my power away. I'm not happy. We need to finish this relationship. When you cut the toxic cord in a relationship during a session, are both parties healed from that toxicity? In general, yes. However, we need to keep doing our homework. In Reiki, I have a Reiki training this Saturday, and we make very clear that the client has to participate in the healing. When we cut these energy cords, sometimes the healing will be felt for the other person, especially when we do the Ho'oponopono. Actually, gosh, we could start with the Ho'oponopono today. Let's do that today. However, the other person also has to work in his own healing. Because if he's not consciously participating, he may keep doing the same silly things. So, ideally, both have to participate. However, for a start, if you cannot take if you cannot take your partner to do the healing with you, this may help to some extent. But the most important thing, Irma, is for you to heal. Forget about the other person. You need to heal first. When you heal, you will see that the things to heal the other person will come. Little by little. We always have to heal ourselves. And eventually, we may help the other person to heal. All right. We are going to do the session. Since there are a few people, we are going to do the Ho'oponopono. And a couple of people, oh Goddess, how are you? Maybe we stay because we have so much love to give, but it takes a long time to realize the love is not returned. We wait and wait. We don't want to hurt the other person. We suffer and life goes by. Yes. I know that we don't want to hurt the other person. I know that. This is another thing. There are many, many reasons, and this is a very valid one. Thank you, Goddess, for bringing this up. Still, if we don't want to hurt the other person and we are hurt, we need to do it. And we do it with love. We talk to the other person and we tell them, you know what? Instead of start looking for another relationship when we are in a relationship, for a second man, a second woman, or third or fourth, because we are not happy in the relationship, the romantic relationship that we have, the best thing we can do, the only thing we must do to do the things in a healthy way is to talk to the other person and make an arrangement. If you are married and have children, or you have children, well, what is the best for both of us? Because your children are going to be unhappy when you are unhappy, when you are holding grudge, are yelling to each other and things like that. So you need to heal yourself first. Thank you so much, Goddess. So we are going to do the Ho'oponopono now, which is a process to forgive and cut the energy cords. So, everybody, I will take these signs for now. We close our eyes. You need to choose one person to do this forgiveness process. One person. And when You have it. I'm pretty sure we all found that person. It's very easy. We close our eyes. I will send you the video that I did so you can practice every day at home with as many people you have in your life you have ever had a toxic relationship. Close your eyes and visualize that there is a white light of energy entering the top of your head, the crown chakra. That energy goes down your head, inside of your head, goes through the pineal gland, the spiritual eye, goes down the throat, the neck, the throat chakra, down the spine, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, down the second chakra and the root chakra, keeps going down through our legs, knees, and exit our feet, and goes to the ground. We do that process 2 more times, all the way from the top of the head, entering the top of the head, going down our body, our spine, our legs to the ground 2 more times. When we do this part of the process, we are energizing our spine and connecting to spirit. This is a process in the spirit world, from soul to soul. Now we visualize a stage in front of us, small stage, 1-2 feet tall, and there is a mist, an energy mist in the back, and we call the person that we want to do this process with, and we ask him to join us. For example, hello Mary, please join me on this process. And we see the person coming from the mist, appearing from the mist, and walking towards the front of the stage. And now we look at the person and meaning what we say. I will explain after we say the first time. Really meaning what we say, we tell this person mentally. You could do it out loud if you want. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I forgive you. Thank you. I love you. If only if we can, because it could be a person that really, really hurt us. Only if we can, we say, I love you. What we are doing is saying I'm sorry for anything, any uncomfortable situation we had this person in this life or in any other lifetime. We are asking forgiveness for the same reason. Any situation that we have with this person in this or any other lifetime. And we forgive this person, and we ask forgiveness for anything that happened in this life or in any other lifetime. We say it again twice, 2 more times. I'm sorry. We look at the person and we say to this person, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I forgive you. Thank you. And only if we can, we say, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I forgive you. Thank you. And now we visualize an energy cord between us and that person. Usually, those energy cords are attachments to our second chakra, solar plexus, and heart. And it's like a dark root of energy, the toxic energies that we have with this person, that is attached to our body and to their body. And there is a sword made out of light, energy, And we grab that sword, and with love, only with love, we cut that energy cord. And we see that energy cord of toxic energies dissolving towards us and dissolving towards that person, until nothing is between us. We are dissolving the toxic energies. The love, the good moments will remain there. We are dissolving the things that make us attached even when we end the relationship. And we remain only the good moments. Now we look at this person and we thank this person for joining this process, and we tell him or her, you are released. We released this connection with this person on this process where we dissolve the energy block, the energy cords, and we forgive and ask forgiveness. The person turns around, goes back to the stage, to the back of the stage, until he or she disappears. Take a deep breath. And open your eyes if you want. You can lay down on bed. I'm going to put the link of my video of the Ho'oponopono. And I suggest you, I have a deep explanation, even now I have a deeper explanation of this. I will do a new video. And I suggest you to practice this every day of your life with as many people you have ever had a toxic situation. I promise you, when we do this, we free ourselves from all these toxic energies that are absorbing and sucking our energy. And we are going to be free, and they are going to be free. We are going to do 20 minutes or 25 minutes of the healing session. So I'm not going to talk much after that. But you have something powerful to practice. You don't need to practice this with a healer. I learned this and I practice this once in a while. You can practice yourself and practice every day, and you will see how your life will change. We start the healing right now. For those who are new, lay down on a bed or a mattress or the floor. Make the intention, I am receiving an energy healing session from Carlos. Make a healing intention, I want this pain, this toxic relationship, this anguish, depression to be removed from my energy body. Make a deeper intention, I want the root cause from this pain to be dissolved. Those are the energy blockages. And keep participating in these group healing sessions, and you will see that everything will go away. The forgive. I am back. I am so used to meditate in silence. If you want to go deep in meditation, in silent meditation, there is no other way. Everything else is in the mind, is superficial. I am so used to meditate in silence that I forgot to put the music today. The Ho'oponopono is very simple, yet is very powerful. Summarizing, please practice the Ho'oponopono with every single person in this lifetime you have ever had an uncomfortable situation. From childhood, even with the worst nightmares of your life. Watch my video because I explain a lot that is important to understand, and I even have more explanations. In summary, we need to forgive ourselves. There, with what I just said, we need to practice the Ho'oponopono to ourselves. To forgive ourselves for all the things that we have done. All the things that I remember driving in my car, I said, how stupid I was. Boom! Hit in my head. So we do the Ho'opono with us, we visualize ourselves coming, and we say to ourselves, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I forgive you, thank you, I love you. A big I love you to ourselves. And you will see how life changes. We need to forgive ourselves. And if we are in a toxic relationship, I was in two toxic business relationships. One I ended, the other, the woman ran away with all the money. I couldn't recover anything. But and with this man, we were doing some kind of spiritual work together. I realized it was toxic. I said, no more, bye. So if we are in a toxic relationship, especially a romantic one that is so difficult to live, if we have to make the decision, seek energy healing, keep participating in these group sessions. I heal so many things from my body, my heart, my mind, my knees, my physical knees. With just distance healing from a great healer, friend of mine, and sometimes from my students. And if you have a good healer, Irma, you have an excellent healer in your family. Take advantage. And then when we are able to remove these energy blockages, or these ones, with energy healing, we will have the strength to say goodbye when it's toxic for us. Ideally, we have to talk and live in peace. Hello, Jean-Marc. And again, when we don't do the things we were supposed to do, that we plan to come in this lifetime, there is a great deal of pain and suffering. I heard from many people, if you are looking for the right job for you, it has to be something that makes you happy and you can spend hours without getting tired. I know it's difficult in the society we live. However, in a romantic relationship, we need to be happy. If we are not happy, it's not for us. It is okay to try to save it. But if we... Great, Irma. If we cannot change, because we cannot change other people, unless these other people really love us and say, okay, I'm sorry, what was I doing to hurt you? And really, really changes. It's okay I mean, it's great. It would be great to heal the relationship. But if we can't, if has been years of this person doing drugs, sleeping around, drinking, coming late and no explanation, and you are suffering and suffering and suffering. And like this girlfriend said, we cannot be checking the phone of our partner all the time. That means that we don't trust our romantic partner. And if we don't trust our romantic partners, we shouldn't be there. And I know it's difficult. There is the financial situation if you have kids, and probably your husband or boyfriend or lover is making more money than you, and you have a house, and what do we do? How I am going to, what I'm going to do with the payment. However, if you do the right thing and ask God for help, everything will come into place. I know many people that had to leave a relationship, and it was hard at the beginning, but now they are happy. They are great healers. They are great on whatever they are doing. They are doing. All right, my dears, I need to go. I have a client in 13 minutes, maybe 2. If you have a question, this conversation today was an answer from a question that I received, actually in Spanish. If you have a question, a pressing subject in your life, ask me. If I can, I will talk about. If I don't know it, that's okay. I will tell you I don't know about this. Today, I sent a text to a great human being, and I asked, can you please tell me your experience, how I am reading. Okay. I will be busy with clients until 9, and I may have 2 because it's a person, she can come with a sister. So I will be busy until 9 or 10. I would love to talk with you. I forgot what I was saying. Would you remind me, please? Well, I was saying that I had to leave. Practice the Ho'oponopono. Get the strength to do the right thing. And God will help you. Seek for energy healing. I've seen incredible changes in my clients. Some of them became close friends because their life changed so much. They have so much light, so much hope, and now they are helping people. Why? Because all these toxic energy cords have been dissolved. If you have any question, write the question here, now, or at any time, and I will love to answer. And if I don't know the answer, I will tell you. I don't know anything about that. Okay, I will remember. I text my friend, and I ask. She's a great human being. Could you please tell me your experience, why people cannot leave a toxic relationship? The answer that I got almost knocked me down. I am going through that situation right now. Get back to me when I am out. Anyway, love you all. So, and I forgot something very, very important. I will talk next Tuesday. And it's a quote from the Bible that says, when we are in an intimate relationship, we have a soul tie. The soul tie is what? This. Oh gosh. Because these energy cords is a soul tie. In the Bible, 2,000 years ago, they were talking about this. Good night. And Goddess, big hug to you, Goddess. I love when you are here. And thank you for your insight, because I will use that. And I will tell you a secret, because I think we are just the two of us. I went through the same thing. Bye. What I mean, we don't want to hurt the other person. Bye.